The most embarrassing thing to happen to me while I was out filming myself. Outside for a little content shoot, I have my tripod, my camera, and I'm used to it now, but going out and filming yourself is not the easiest thing. Quick backstory, there's an older gentleman that lives in a house next door to my apartment building. He's out and about constantly walking his dog, so I've had like many conversations with him just in passing. Like he literally lives next door to my apartment building, so I'm usually finishing up a run. So like I'd consider us acquaintances, like neighbors in the neighborhood, right? Go out for my little content shoot and I found a perfect little location 5-6 blocks away from my apartment building. I set up my tripod, I'm in front of this apartment building. Across the street, I see this older gentleman walking his dog. My groove, and I'm just like, oh God, like please don't yell across the street to talk to me. I'm not in the mood to like chit chat right now. Sure enough, I see him start to walk across the street towards me with his dog. I start saying hi to his dog and I'm like, what are you guys doing over here? Looks at me with the straightest face and he goes, I live here. I thought you lived in the house pretty much like next to my building. He goes, well, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I'm just like taking a couple pictures, like filming some content. While this is happening, I'm realizing that there is a very old Thunderbird sitting in the driveway of the apartment complex that I'm at. I'm immediately like, oh, this is his car. This is his baby. I am invading his territory. And he looks at me and he goes, do you know somebody that lives here? This is also like a smaller complex, 6 units at most. Like before I answer the question, I'm like, he knows every single person that lives in this building. Look at him and I go, yeah. Why did you just lie saying that you know someone who lives here? I should have just been like, no, the lighting here is so great. Like just wanted to shoot some pictures. He looks at me and he goes, well, who? As if this man can see straight through me and knows every single one of my real friends' names. I look this man dead in the eye, and of all names for me to say of my friend that I know that lives here, I just go, Juan, Nicole? Juan? Like that's the only name you could come up with on the spot. What about Megan, Amanda, Sam? I thought if I named any of my actual friends, he would be like, no, your friend lives down the street. Well, how the hell is this guy gonna know where my friends actually live? So I tell this man, Juan. He looks at me and he goes, there's never been anyone by the name of Juan who lives here. So I am standing there awkwardly with my tripod, literally just got caught for the worst bold-faced lie on the face of the planet. This man does not take me seriously for even 2 seconds. And he just looks at me and he goes, well, I would prefer whatever you're doing for you to not do it here. Now this is my time for me to like man up some courage. And I look at him and I go, why? Like, Nicole, pack up your tripod at this point and get in the fucking car. And he goes, because it's not your property and you don't know anybody who lives here, so I think that you should leave. I'm literally just sweating, melting there. Horrible. I like got, oh my God, I'm getting red, like literally just talking about this. So I awkwardly just go, okay. He then proceeds to stand there, and it took a matter of 30 seconds. I just have to awkwardly pack up my tripod. I'm awkwardly like putting all my shit together as he just like watches me walk to my car and drive away. Of course, I go for a run the next morning. Sure as shit, I see him walking his dog. I was already like, if I see him walking around, I'm not waving, I'm not saying hi. Like in my head, I'm like, no, like fuck you, we're not friends. Like waves to me down the block, and of course, I just go, hi. So that same week, I got an outfit in from this brand, and I was like, this outfit would be absolutely perfect to film in front of that Thunderbird. And I'm like, well, I'm not taking photos in front of this Thunderbird. So I go on a full-blown mission. I get my outfit on, I'm like guns blazing. I leave my apartment complex. I circle the block 5 different times. I see if he's out walking his dog. That would have been best case scenario because I would have enough time to go to the Thunderbird, take my pictures, and leave before he gets back. I drive up and down the block. I don't see him anywhere. And I'm like, camera was on, tripod fully extended, set up in my car. I jump out of the car, get my tripod ready, full lighting, full stance, ready to go. My camera dies in his driveway. I sprint home, charge my camera for 4 seconds, have to do the whole circling the block again, get to his apartment complex, set up the tripod, and I got some of the best pictures of all time. So I guess we could say moral of this story is don't take no for an answer. Those were some bomb photos. I ended up getting some items sent to me from that brand. So thank you, Mr. Thunderbird. I got my photos. So I'd consider this a win and mission accomplished.